thought I'd do something really different. I wanted to look at Genghis Khan. So at the center we have one major arcana, that he was somebody that would be investigative, okay? A bit solitary within himself, doing his own counsel. I don't think he would really commune with others about what he was going to do. He would spend the time by himself and figure out his next move. So when we come to in the world, he took opportunities where he could find them. That's the message that he had. I'm going to take the opportunities where I find them. Emotionally, he did some offering of something. Lord only knows what it is. Because mentally, his offerings would many times cause nightmares, because he was very strong in his action, very strong in his mental realm, okay? And due to his strength of the mental realm, I think he caused, I don't know if this was his mental, I don't think it was. I think this was in the past with some other people, that their past caused it, because he was the challenge about all his opportunities and things he did in the world. When it came to action, mainly he was a person of action, okay? Had a strong mentality. He took opportunities where he found it. He was his own counsel. And now I thought this was interesting. It appears that he may have looked to his woman. He may have had a woman that was also very strong in her actions, had control of it. And it could be if he went to anyone for counsel, he would have consulted with his woman, who was also a person of action. So we have at the center of it, when he decided to go forward, he was usually victorious. Okay? There would be struggles, and he would act swiftly. Okay? He would be very swift moving when he decided what he was going to do. That was it. He would move forward. So, yeah, it looks like maybe he had a woman that he valued, that he would maybe consult with her. But mainly, I think it was on his own thing, and was, again, somebody very decisive, as many of these strong leader types are. Not real heavy into the emotions. More of the, for him, it was more action, okay, rather than anything else. He was not as calculated in the thought process, it seems, as was Cleopatra. She was a little bit more mental realm calculation. This was more of a man of action. See my opportunity, we're moving forward, that's it. So that's what I get with Genghis Khan. I'm going to pull the Lenormand now, and let's see what we get. What can you tell us about Genghis Khan? What about Genghis Khan? Going into it, we have obstructions, difficulties. Looking at the deeper, harder things, things in the night. Now, where he lived to, it could have been a lot of mountainous stuff as well as the plains. Very strong person, overcame his struggles. Okay, the letters. I don't know what that has to do with it, but we'll see. Maybe more will come out here. Are the key. So maybe we have some sort of documentation somewhere about him that may be key to his struggles and his strength and the things that he was doing. The center of it, we have somebody that was a tower. This could be somebody that's self-contained, because we know it doesn't have to do with industry. Okay? Doesn't have to do with prisons, doesn't have to do with industry, but very self-contained when it came to the obstacles and difficulties. Through the owl, through looking deeper at the heavier things, he would find doorways. Okay, he also had those that were aiding him in the struggle. So he was a popular leader at home. The documents with home. Okay, and the key is himself. He is the key. Maybe some of his home life again, his wife was as much of a friend as one could be to Gengis Khan, and opened the door to his ability to have the strength that he had as well. Now that's really interesting, okay? Because the very center card is the loyalty. We have the abundance. Sometimes it's monetary, sometimes it's abundance, sometimes it's fishtails. I think this was an abundance that going into the past, a lot of difficulties, but he was a very strong person, and he faced abundant struggles. He had lighter conversations, deeper conversations when it came to doorways, where he was going, what he was doing. Yeah, he was in the center of it going. We have that sense of fidelity in the strength and protection. So I think he had, actually I'm surprised, it seemed like he had a strong sense of family. Okay, at home, dealing with the difficulties, the struggles that he had. And the key is his going towards more of some of the hidden things. So let's look at the other aspect here. When it comes to his friend, those that he could rely on, something about talking about documents or something that's been documented. Maybe he had ongoing conversations with them, some maybe lighthearted conversations, maybe things that they were interested in, various subject matter, could be that as well. And we have the owl and the dog and the cross, so deeper conversations of the difficult things that he was involved with as well. And the doorway was part of it, was his home. So maybe they sat around, that was a very movable thing, but they would live in those, the yurts and things. But it seems like the doorway was at home, that they would have that time of relaxing and discussing things. So when it comes to the doorway, he was a strong man, and he also had those around that were loyal to him. He had a lot of difficult struggles, and again, part of it was the obstacles of protection, being protective, and through those conversations. At home, he did have those that he relied on, which is surprising. The key was about protection, the struggles, the hidden things, and talking about various subjects. So that's interesting. I wouldn't think that he would have a strong family thing, but it could be his, that those that were surrounded were loyal to him, okay? And that he maybe was, just because they're brutal, it could be that they're close to their immediate family as well. So it looked like his immediate family, that he had a wife that was very strong in her actions as well, that he could kind of rely on and relate to. So that's interesting, and that those that were comrades or something, that he had a good relationship with them as a leader, that he was respected as a leader of the tribe, of the nomads there. So that's what I get on Genghis Khan. Now, I'm surprised I had a lot more with the deaths and things with Cleopatra than I did with Genghis Khan. It didn't bring up that aspect of it at all. So that was interesting.